Hi guys, so welcome to the course Wind Load Analysis Manual. So this is a course that introduces you to how to generate wind loads on your structures. So wind load are actually dynamic loadings. So but in manual analysis, we tend to convert the dynamic impact to a static impact so that we can analyze it as a static load. So the purpose of this course is just to show you how to analyze wind load for structures such as frame structures and steel structures as well as reinforced concrete. So one thing you have to know is that wind load does not depends on the kind of material you are using for your building or for your structure. So it actually depends on other factors uh which can include a lot of things which are going to be covered in the course. So the course is actually done to the BS code because most of the time we saw that some softwares does not really include the BS code in their automatic wind load generations. So that's why with this course you can analyze your wind load manually and then apply the results on any design softwares you are using. So that is why this course we are going to be learning the manual calculation of wind load on any structure. You also learn how to use Google Map to obtain some wind parameters. Some of the time, especially if you are in a third world country like mine, you might not have access to some data that you have to get them by other means. Then you also learn how to apply the manually estimated load on software such as ETABS, StartPro, Design, Structural Analysis software. So the course content includes introduction to what wind load is all about, the applicability of the code, because before you can apply the code, there are two ways of analyzing wind load according to the BS 399 part 2, which was dedicated for estimating wind load. So you have to first of all check for the applicability of your structure to that code, because when the building is to a certain height, you cannot use the code. So you have to determine the applicability of your structure to the code. Then you determine the design parameters for the wind loadings, the parameters you need to design, which might include the wind speed, the site information, site altitude, each of all those parameters. So you are going to learn about the parameters as well as how to determine them. Then we talk about the wind pressure, we talk about the pressure coefficient, how to determine it. Then you now determine from this loading parameters, pressure coefficient, you can now calculate your wind loading on the building. Then we also explain how to apply the software, the estimated wind load on software such as StartPro and ETABS. So this course is amazing because you are going to be learning the analysis of a dynamic loading. Then who are supposed to take the course? We are expecting structural and civil engineers that are involved in analysis and design of buildings and structures. Then this is really interesting because you'll be able to actually troubleshoot or investigate your software and know if your software is giving you something that is right. Especially for some of us that are in the third world countries, the software might not include some of the site parameters that you have in your site. So it's better to analyze it manually and apply the load on the structure instead of auto generating the load from the software itself, because most of the software's parameters is only the wind speed, and wind speed is not the only determinant in order for you to determine the wind load. So if you're also interested in advancing your knowledge in knowing how to analyze wind load, so this course is for you. So back to the course material. The course is for all levels and it's just about 2 hour duration course, so it's not a very long course, so it's easier to digest. Then you also have access to wind charts, you have access to the design code, but in this course you don't really need any prior knowledge of how to analyze wind load or anything for you to take the course, because that is actually what you wanted to learn. So that is all about wind load analysis course. I'm sure we meet in the class. Thank you.